Hey y'all, I just want to let you know that we have a Patreon channel. That's right. If you did not know, we are on Patreon. Our Patreon is $8.99 a month where you can come and watch all of our visual elements to our podcast show. So all you have to do is click the link in our description box and it will take you right there. It's only $8.99 a month. Make sure you go and subscribe. Bye. And welcome back to another episode of the Hella Chisme Podcast. My name is Dana, and I am your host. Welcome back, y'all. What's going on? Um, Not much is going on in my day. It is a nice, gloomy Sunday here in San Diego. I think fall is finally starting to rear its head, I guess that's the people would say, starting to show itself. Um, it was a little, it was drizzling. I don't know how hot it is exactly outside though, but I think we're starting to finally get some relief from that icky, humid weather that we were having. Well, it's 76 degrees, so it probably is a little humid out there. But I think um we're still getting some of that um after effects of whatever storm is hitting in Mexico right now. But anyway, happy Sunday. I hope y'all are all well and y'all have what y'all need and y'all had a fantastic week and weekend. Um, what's the tea? For me, I made this delicious coffee cake this week. I found a recipe. I was craving something sweet on Wednesday night and on Wednesday, and then Wednesday night in the evening, I made a coffee cake. And it has a nice it's like a lemon blueberry coffee cake with the cinnamon sugar strudel on the top. It's fantastic. Full of butter. Thank you, Jesus. And I took half of it to work because I was just like, there's no way I can keep this coffee cake in my house all week because then I'm just gonna be feel like I have to eat the whole thing. So I took half of it to work and kept like a quarter of it for myself. And so then, the scales are balanced. We have no issues here. Um, it's delicious. I'm sitting here looking at it. I've been munching on some of it, the last of it, because it's been my breakfast this morning. Because I didn't feel like cooking. I'm also leaving town next week, so I didn't feel like adding anything else to my refrigerator. Uh, so there's that. Um, but we're gonna get into some things today. First and foremost, there's a lot of new music out. I've been listening to Tiana Taylor released her album, which is fantastic, which is good. Tells a whole story. Um, I would say about her and her breakup that she had. And she has some good, really, really good features on there, especially for like the interludes and intermissions between the songs. So that's been good. And then of course, none other than Cardi B finally released her album, Am I the Drama, which has been really good. And this is after 7 years of hadn't released an album since her um first album, which was Invasion of Privacy. Um, and that's crazy to think that was 7 years ago. I mean, because still that album is still good to this day. It's still songs still pop up on my Spotify when I'm listening to a station. But it has 23 tracks, and I mean, it's magically delicious. I can't, I can say, she talks about the breakup of her ex-husband, Offset. She talks about like, the public perception of her, and especially with her, and all the clips of her when she's in court. She talks about online beefs. She talks about being a mother. She definitely talks about in one of her songs with her beef with Bia. Uh, and that song is good. I think that's the petty, petty song or something. Pretty and petty. Um, that song. And I mean, it's got a really good vibe, and it's got a good balance between turned up, but also, um, we chilling and we vibing, right? Like Dead with Summer Walker is really good. It's one of my faves. Bodega Batty is magically delicious. Safe is cute with Kaylani. What's Going On is fantastic with Lizzo on those backgrounds. Um, Check Please and Principal with Janet Jackson. I haven't heard Nice Guy yet because I was listening to it on my way home from work the other day. And then we know Up and we know WAP, so which are already top of the charts. So I'm essentially this album is just gonna make those songs go higher up in streaming. So I'm pretty sure that will be easy. Um, but yes, it's just really good. It is I think, everybody needs to go listen to it. Cardi does a very good job of um she does a good job of keeping herself through these times of all the having kids and taking time to release this album, of keeping herself relevant. I also just think she's a class act and has a good person. I like her personality, whether, sometimes it doesn't come off as good because she's out there telling all her business, but that's what she chooses to do. But I think it's fantastic. So I think everybody should listen to it. But again, of course, she can't release her album in peace because why? Because here come the Barbs and they want to have some sort of streaming war, and they want to make sure that, Nicki's album gets the same amount of streams or more streams than Cardi B's album as it still sits at number one. So the folks are out here trying to stream Pink Friday too, which sure do what you got to do. Like, I guess. I just don't understand. For me, I'm like, why do we need to try and keep putting these women against each other? But I mean, the other part of that is Nicki Minaj be out here making her barbs just as delulu as she is. And it's not to say that I don't like Nicki Minaj or I didn't like Pink Friday too or anything like that. It's just like, for what? Let that lady release her album and let's move on. How about you get back in the studio and make us another album? You know, it's just that simple. I'm pretty sure you release anything she had her world tour and the girls was in the house and doing the damn thing. So I don't understand why it needs to be any of this. Why can't we just do what we got to do and go about our business? But all in all, Cardi B new album is out and it's fantastic. I can't wait to, see how I mean, I've been seeing how the girlies are reacting to it, but I can't wait to get into it more. I'm also excited for whatchamacallit to release his album because he has an album coming out. And his album is called it is oh my God, I can't I'm like losing his name. Oh my goodness, I'm having such a brain fart. It's the whiskey from last night. A time was had, but it's gonna come to me. We're gonna get it. Here we go. Josh Levy. I've been waiting for his album to come out. It comes out October 10th. I feel like it's taking forever, but I'm excited for his album to come out too. I've been listening to him for some time. Um, and I just like his little 1990s bebop R&B style. I'm here for it. So I can't wait. It's gonna be a time and perfect for the fall. Um, but yeah, just some things coming up in music that are happening. I'm excited. Um, it's interesting because I just did an episode with my brother where we talked about the artists we love to love. Um, when that drops, or if it's already dropped by the time this come out, make sure to go listen to it. Um, but yeah, music is a big part of protecting your peace. But anyway, just wanted to chat about that real quick or yap about that real quick. This episode is going to be a good one, so stick around and make sure to listen. Let's take a break and I'll be right back. Bye. And we are back. Oh my gosh, guess who's back? Um, well, welcome back. So I don't know. Well, I guess it should be out before this one, but we did a episode before where we were talking about you know, intimacy and communication with intimacy and all the things. So I feel like this episode will kind of be that part two, but I don't know. We'll see kind of how it boils out. But welcome back to another episode, babe. What has been going on? How's life been?
I mean, we do our thing. Living the happily ever after is hard some days, but most days it's pretty easy.
Oh yeah, it's so hard, isn't it?
I mean, I like it when it's hard, but that's a whole nother
I
talk show.
mean, well, good thing that's kind of on topic of what we're talking about today.
We get Hella Chisme after dark.
I mean, it's kind of dark outside, but it's not, I don't think it's that type of after dark conversation that the folks will probably eat up. I'm sure they would.
I mean, there's eating going on, but
Hmm.
next topic.
So, okay, I have a question.
Okay.
Does normal sex even exist anymore? Like non-kinky, affectionate, hold tight sex. The reason where I'm asking this because it's going to lead into the conversation and the story that we're going to jump into. But I wanted to get your first thoughts on, is that a thing? You
I mean,
know,
is normal sex a thing?
yeah. What is even normal sex? Is that even I don't even think that's a thing.
I don't either. I mean, because by classic definitions, the fact that we're gay, we don't
We
have.
don't have normal
I
sex.
mean, it seems really normal to me.
Right.
I mean,
I'm sure.
and social media would have you believe that it is very
I'm
normalized.
sure a lot of homosexuals feel that's normal.
Sex itself, the act of getting off, I guess,
Mm,
is what's normal about that?
mm,
You know what I mean? Or I guess the better question is what's abnormal about that?
right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good question. So today, I mean, a good point. So today we're diving into Is vanilla sex dead, or has hookup culture just made intimacy take a back seat to performance? So I'm gonna read a story. The story I pulled is from from Reddit, and it was a story about dating and just a sex experience that a person had, and it's from a guy's perspective who considers himself to be straight. Um, so I'm gonna dive into it.
Okay.
So it starts with I've been noticing something in my hookups lately, and honestly, it bothers me. I'm just a regular guy. I enjoy sex. I can go all weekend if the vibe is right. But more and more, I run into women who immediately want the wildest stuff, choking, rough play, BDSM, you name it. Don't get me wrong, I get it can be fun, but I also really enjoy affectionate, normal, non-kinky sex. You know, showing love, snuggling, and being in the moment. What I've been running into is the feeling that performance matters more than connection. Like the rougher, kinkier, and more intense it is, the better it's rated. And if you're not bringing that energy on the first date, the whole thing just falls apart. Here's where it gets hard for me. To actually do that kind of kinky rough sex, well, I need to know the person. I need to know what they like and what they don't. What's safe and what's crossing the line. That takes a lot of empathy, thinking, and consideration. I can't just walk in and start choking someone. I can't just walk in and start choking someone because what if she hates it? But at the same time, if I don't go there right away, I've had situations where the woman loses interest and falls and calls the whole thing off. So it ends up feeling like there's no room for error. If I can't deliver a flawless performance every time, the show's over. And it sucks because I actually do try to make her feel good, safe, and welcome. But the moment I need a little support or patience, the spark just dies. I know not every hookup is going to be amazing, and that's life, but it seems like this performance first, connection second attitude is becoming more common. And as a guy who values the emotional side of sex just as much as the physical, it leaves me wondering, am I just having bad luck or is it really where hookup culture is headed? So, immediate thoughts.
Um, so it sounds like a gay man's world. I mean, why bother with emotional connections if you can't be satisfied?
Right.
But I'm a man who dates men, and that has been my life. I mean, 20 years at least. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Well, I mean, not anymore because I don't have to hook up anymore. But I
Right.
mean, um, I also wonder if you're so interested and value connection so much,
Hmm.
why are you introducing sex into a relationship where you don't have a connection first so that you can have this safe but wild, kinky sex? And being choked, I mean, no, thank you for me, but I get it. I mean, sounds like an average day, just a Tuesday. What's the problem?
So I also feel like what I'm hearing is that women have now gone into a space to where they are kind of taking the reins of how they want to have sex because men have tried to dominate that area of life or their lives for such a long time. So maybe they're trying to take their power back in it.
What do you mean take their power back?
I, I mean, like, I feel like when in dating culture now today, especially on apps, women feel like, or they may feel like that it's all about hooking up for men. And I feel like they're trying to take power back of what hookups look like for them so they can get what they want out of it.
I mean, first and foremost, I think we're talking about people,
Hmm.
and all people like to
Hmm.
come. All people like to
Love
have sex.
orgasms of some kind.
I and so I think that by discriminating and said men do this and women do that, I think that's your first mistake. Like,
Mhm.
you know, women have always women should always have power and control inside of that. I mean, you can't have sex if she doesn't say yes. So I think maybe she's just demonstrating more of her power and making sure that she gets satisfaction because
Mhm.
over the years you have heard this like constant, like, oh, I've been with my husband for 20 years. I've
Mhm.
never experienced an
Orgasm.
orgasm.
Mhm.
What's the problem? I
Mhm.
don't see any problem. Like,
Mhm.
if you're not into chubby girls, are you going to take a chubby girl home and bang her out? No, probably not.
Yeah.
So if she's not getting dick down right, like why would she invite you back for a second performance?
Well, and I think what's funny about what he was saying was when he said that if I need a little, what did he say? A little support or patience. I'm like, first of all, if she's looking for you to rough her up, she ain't gonna give you no support or patience because that's not what she's looking for.
I mean, but we're talking about hookup culture.
Yeah.
Like if this is not a consistent fuck, like
hmm
I don't know, I'm confused by the story, I think.
Well, I mean, it is a confusing story because I think what it boils down to is he don't know exactly what he's looking for and or want. And I'm like, if you are saying that you want something more patient and you want something more
Connective.
connective,
hmm
then you shouldn't be hooking up at all.
Put your dick away.
Yeah,
Sit down, let's go to dinner.
right,
Let's have a full date
right,
and let's see where we end up after that. Like,
exactly.
I mean, I think the only person he's really fucking is himself because he's not getting what he wants.
Well, obviously.
But I also think that that leads to like the other part of the conversation when we start talking about like how much sex plays a role in our lives.
Uh-huh.
And he's not even in the realization that, like, oh shit, I want a companion, not just to
hmm
get off.
hmm It almost brings me to like when in dating life where you would come across the profiles or people who would say, "Oh, I'm looking for a long-term relationship."
No, you're not.
But it's like, okay, yeah, but you just
But you
sent me a
just,
dick pic.
there it is. There it is.
You just
There it
sent me a
is.
dick pic. I am confused.
I'm looking for emotional connection, but I'd like to know how much do you weigh, how tall are you, and how many
Right.
times a week do you go to the gym?
That's right. Or, your private pictures are all you getting fucked or sucking dick on the internet.
But those are gay men, and we are talking about
Well,
heterosexual relationships.
I
So
mean,
there is a variation.
okay.
Um, I don't see a problem with the women,
Mm,
and I'm sorry, I don't know why. I only see this from the
That's true.
woman's point of view.
Me too.
I don't see it
That's what
from the
that's why I
point of
started
view.
with the way I started.
I feel very like, no, you shouldn't be invited back. If this is a hookup and you can't meet the standard, then next.
Yeah.
Because isn't that what you're doing? Because you're talking about multiple women that you're going through this with, not
Not just
I
you,
have this
just
girl that
one.
I hook up with, and I feel like, you know, every time we do it and I don't choke her out and spit in her mouth and call her a fucking whore, she's like,
Like I don't want to do that.
it's 6 weeks until I hear from her again. It's probably because she's running through a roster trying to get the one that can do it the way she wants it.
That's gonna bang that thing out the way she wants.
Bang that thing out. God, I like that one. I mean, sign me up twice. Um, I I don't know. The whole thing seems problematic for me. I do feel bad for him,
Mhm.
in the sense that he sounds less than satisfied.
Right.
It's great that he is questioning himself about putting in the effort, and it isn't that traditional one-sided about the man coming and then there it is, we're satisfied. I'm done. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Send her on about her business.
Yeah.
Um, but I also like, again, going back to, I feel like it's a disservice because if you're in search of a connection and you want that intimacy,
Mhm.
maybe you shouldn't be intimate with someone until you feel emotionally intimate.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But now on the flip side, I just want to say that I totally think that there is a place for hookup culture.
Yeah, I'm.
Because that's not what we're discussing. There's no debate on
I
that.
don't think there's ever going to be a debate. It's never going
So,
anywhere.
I mean, I guess I like, and then of course, without being divulging too much information, I mean, we hooked up on our first second date, but
A second.
and yeah. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, I always go back to the people always want to say, well, why he gonna buy the cow if he can get the milk for free? Well, why the fuck is she gonna buy the sausage if she can't taste it
If you
first?
can't taste it first, yeah.
And on top of it, how much is it per pound and how much poundage
Is it?
am I getting for that price per pound? So, I mean, at least they're being polite and telling you
No
that's not
thanks.
it. No, thank you.
Sorry.
Um, but to this young gentleman, stop having sex, take a woman on a date,
Mhm.
ask her if she's into choking. That way you can kind of set yourself up
For
for success.
success. Exactly.
Yeah, and I feel like that from there. I mean, and I also don't feel too bad for you because it sounds like you've got multiple women that you're doing this with.
Like he has a roster.
Well, and but the other side too is that like if this is happening multiple times, what are you putting out there that you're
Hmm.
attracting this type of woman?
Hmm.
What is your performance like, or what is your bio, your feed, how you're meeting these women,
Right.
or your reputation on the street
Right.
that they're like, get Big Johnny. Big Johnny gonna dick you down 2 times on Tuesday, choke you out, spit in your mouth,
Hmm.
do a little Jabari on your titties, and then send you home, wobbly kneed. But what are you putting out there that this is giving those people this kind of impression? Like,
Well, so it kind of brings me back to the conversation that actually we were talking about yesterday with the dating apps, right? Like what are you putting either on your profile when you go out? Are you meeting people what's the setting you're meeting people in as well, right?
are we going on a date and then hooking up?
Yeah,
Or are we just showing up for Netflix and chill?
right.
And I mean, that's not intimate. Like,
No,
that could turn into something that is soft and caring and loving. But I mean, also, too, and personally, not both those kinds of sex, I only really want to have with somebody that I can trust and have a connection with.
right,
So,
right. I mean, I'm like the BDSM thing and just hooking up is not like it. I don't know. Like it's not. I don't, if it was me and I'm hooking up with somebody and I'm like, I like to be roughed up during sex, I don't know that
do
it
you?
would be, no.
Oh, okay. I didn't think so.
During sex, then I don't know that I would be doing that on
With
someone
a
I'm just
stranger.
hooking up with. Exactly.
Yeah. Like, to me, it doesn't sound like safe sex.
No.
And I'm all for safe sex. I'm all for consent. I am all for the conversation prior to and leading up to sex so that we can have an idea of like, how do we, if you will, I feel like very like Cardi right now.
How do you like have
How do we commingle, if you
commingle?
will? Um, yeah. It just baby, off the dating apps, a little self work, maybe a little more self love, so that you can figure out on your own what it is that you need
Hmm.
out of life. You know what I mean? What do you need out of a relationship? Like,
Hmm.
and the flip side to it is like, my first thought is 90-day celibate, sir.
Give himself some time.
Yeah, 90-day
Yeah.
celibate. Like, and I mean, and celibate from other people. I'm not saying like,
You
oh,
have
you
to
don't please yourself.
abstain.
Yes, but I'm saying that like, okay, you want to know what? Do I develop a further and deeper connection with someone, not introducing sex?
Hmm.
I
Mhm.
mean, but also too, like, do as I say, not as I
Not
do.
as I do. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I also don't have those problems in the sense of, as a gay man, we're usually pretty clear or verbal about what we want, what we don't want. No, what do you mean? What's
What do
the
you mean?
what's the well, I mean, are you a top? Are you a bottom? Do you like rough sex? Are you into bondage? Are we like, can I piss on you? You want me to spit in your mouth? How rough do you like it? I'm very clear. Get your hands from around my fucking throat.
Yes,
Like I'm
you
saying.
we are very clear,
But I'm
but
saying
there
as
are
gay
there are
men.
gay men that are not very clear. And they're also not as clear when when we talk about tops and bottoms either. Because we'll be like
Well, I
you'll be
mean,
like,
are we talking about the liars? Like I'm a top, but then he gets his legs up just to hit
yeah,
you. Like, I mean,
yeah,
you're like, hold on, let me put my purse down. And
right,
he's already
right.
wait a second, I thought you were a
Or he's like,
top.
oh, I am a top, but you can top me. I'm like,
Just this one time. I
just this
normally
one
don't do this.
time. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, I don't know. Maybe this story is a little inappropriate for us to be commenting on as
Why?
well, because I mean, it doesn't seem like the world that we're coming from. How much do we really relate to this?
Well, I think we relate in the sense of we do live in a world where hookup culture is a thing. We don't hook up, but I mean, there are people in our community that do.
Hmm.
And I do think that part of this is a conversation about transparency and about what it is that you're looking for, right? I do agree that, in this aspect of this story, this person, I would do the same thing. I would take some time away. I mean, because at this point, it sounds like you're not finding what you're looking for, and it also sounds like you're also not looking or putting yourself in a predicament to where you're looking for the right things or
Your
or crafting.
your actions do not match the projections
That's
of
right.
what you're saying. Like,
You want.
this is the outcome that I want,
Right.
but this is what I'm doing. And you're
Right.
like, hold on, wait. Like, the only way that leads to that, the
Right.
way you're doing it, is by chance.
Correct.
There is a formula out there for success.
Correct. Yes, 100%. And I mean, I remember before I was married or in a relationship with this wonderful man. Um
No,
I used to delete like the apps for long periods of time. Like I would be like, I'm not doing this because I just need a break. And also I would have moments of just like I want to try and meet
fatigue.
people
Oh,
in a
organically.
yeah, organically. And I
Mhm.
remember I would delete the app so I can try and do that and get out and be like, I don't feel like talking to none of these people.
Well, I mean, now I feel like that becomes a deeper conversation because I don't know people that meet organically anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
The number of people that I talk to that are new to the city or
Mm.
are like, "Oh, I don't have a ton of friends, but I don't really want to online, but I would like to meet someone. But every time I go out, everyone's on their phones
Right,
or stuck into their group of people."
right.
Um, which weird, but segue-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Last night I was talking to a friend of mine that we've been friends for maybe 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Um, After COVID, I mean, I haven't talked to her, seen her probably since before COVID. I mean, probably not even since we've been together.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling her last night, I go, after COVID, I really feel like my daily conversations, my daily group,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still like in COVID. It's only my bubble.
Yeah,
It's only the people that I really talk to from in my bubble. And I was surprised at how quickly she agreed with me
yeah,
that she really only associates with those few people. And then it's hard because we're conditioned to be
yeah,
whatever that is, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
down to the bubble. And it's hard to meet people because then you're kind of like, oh, I don't know. Like we were trained, I guess, or conditioned, I guess is the best word. Um, and I think that it is hard for people to meet someone in the real world. And then there's the other end of it. Why the fuck are you so open to meeting and talking to people? What's wrong with you?
I mean,
That sort of do you, but
Yeah.
reality of it is
Mm-hmm.
you get some guy that walks up to us a little tipsy in the world
Mm-hmm.
and trying to have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm very Drake, no new friends. And it's like, oh, hold on, wait. I don't know what you're doing or why you're doing that or why you're over here talking to me. And it's like, right, you know exactly what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
No.
I cannot imagine, like, I mean, going back to this, you know, the heterosexual narrative of what it's like for a woman to have a man walk up to her in the reality of of the real world. And there's no, hold on, wait, I need a little like precursor. How do we know who you are, that you're safe, that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you don't have a micro penis? And we're going back and I'm thinking I'm gonna get, you know,
Yeah.
my headboard bell is gonna ring all night.
That's right.
Um, yeah.
That's
I
what you
don't know.
say,
Does
Jeff.
that does that make sense in the context of this? Or
Yeah, it does. Honestly, I've been waiting for the dick size part to come up because I'm like, I mean, what are you giving in the bedroom? What's happening? And not and that's all relative,
Yes,
right?
yes.
That does not we're not size queens over here. But it's just what? I mean,
I mean, I'm no itty bitty short dick man, and I definitely don't want to go home with one, but that's just a personal thing. It doesn't have to be huge.
I mean,
But then again, like, isn't that all part of the process? It's an equation to, like, in my mind, I got to get to what in my mind is a seven. And, you know, oh, he's kind of cute. Oh, he's got a decent job. Oh, he's good in bed. Oh, it's not as big as I like. Oh my God, we've arrived at a seven. He's cool. He's great.
yeah,
Is that
yeah. I mean, I get that.
so? It doesn't have to be, you know, if you're not big in one department, dear God, please be big in another.
You can if you can fuck me real good, you better eat pussy real good.
Oh, okay.
If you or you better suck dick real good. One of the
Okay.
two. It has to equate in one of the other
In one
areas.
or the other. Okay, so at
Yes.
this point in the podcast, we're gonna take a 15-minute intermission.
Oh my God, stop.
I mean, if you're quick, it can be
Oh
five.
my God. We all know no quickies.
Okay, I digress. I don't know. I keep going back to, like, you should take sex off the table because the problem, it sounds like, where you're having is in the sex
The
department.
bedroom. Because
Yeah.
you're not you're taking it from one extreme to the next extreme, and
Hmm.
you are saying you want one thing, but you're doing the complete opposite.
Well, and why are you having, you know, well, no, here, why are you trying to give away great and amazing sex
Mm-hmm.
to someone who isn't necessarily for you? I mean, every time we have sex, is it mind-blowing, earth-shattering? No.
No,
But when it
sometimes
is,
fucking.
it's no, 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 no. I'm talking about, and then if we're gonna be honest and we're gonna be open and we're
Mhm.
gonna have, like, sometimes sex is sex. It's
Yeah.
the what is the perfunctory? You know what I mean? We're just
Hmm.
getting through it. We're just doing it. And
Hmm.
it's when it's mind blowing. It's when it's like choke me out and spit in my mouth and come all over me and shoot it in me four
Oh
times
my God, not
and
four.
then, you know, that is the exception to the rule. And why are you giving the exception or even making the attempt of giving the exceptional
Hmm.
to somebody you don't even know?
Right. Especially if you like it to be more passionate. You like it to have become more connected.
I see. I don't, that part of it, I don't pay attention to because I feel like depending on where you are, at what stage in your life, or at what stage in the day, you
Hmm.
try and hit me up. You know, today is Sunday the 21st. We just woke up after going out last night. I
Hmm.
mean, we could have, you know, very soft, sweet sex. And then later on in the day, we could get drunk and fuck. And they're completely different things and they
Hmm.
fulfill completely different needs.
Yeah.
So I why are you not meeting somebody who's on the same with you?
I
Because it
agree.
sounds like you're at the bottom of the wave and she at the top of the wave, and y'all not even on the same wave anymore.
At all.
Right?
Yeah.
Stop having sex, baby. Give yourself a break. Try and get to know the person. And then maybe blow their mind with your earth-shattering porn star sex, since it sounds like you really know how to do it.
You know how to ram it.
I mean, well, it sounds like several women know that, like, this is your get down and you're known for it. And then that becomes the other thing. Is that the problem?
Right.
Is that what you're known for? Oh, pick up Mikey from the club. Mikey gonna rock. Yeah, that one at the end. That one. Go home with that one.
Rock
He
your
did.
world
Yeah.
down. He gonna ramificate you.
And, and different people have different types of sex.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I go back to, again, you have a bad day. You want a different kind of sex than, oh, we just came home from drinking all night.
Yeah.
I remember when my grandfather passed away, like the sex that I was having then was very different. And I remember looking back after the fact of like, I was just trying to fuck myself until I felt better.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It was a response to depression.
Mm.
Is that what's going on? Now, and again, I am only licensed to do your hair. I do not have any kind of mental health background, but like, are you looking for this sweet, passionate, soft kind of lovemaking because of something else that is lacking somewhere else in your life?
Right. Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not just fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. Having sex is more about getting off and procreating.
So I think this brings us to the comment that I wanted to highlight. So it says, I think this boils down to women having sex with who they want to have sex with and men having sex with who they can have sex with. As a woman, I'm not having sex with the dude unless we have had some base level conversations about what we're into and what is crossing a line into something that I am not into. Some basic consent type conversations. I would absolutely freak out if a guy wanted to choke me, so I don't have sex with him. So I don't have sex with dudes who are into choking. They might not all reveal it in the beginning, but if they do, we're not going there. So it doesn't sound like he's being discerning about who he has sex with. He has sex with who will have sex with him and keeps running into women with kinks he is not compatible with. Choosing to have sex with people you are compatible with sexually would solve this problem. But it doesn't seem like there's any vetting going on here at all, which I agree with some parts of this.
Some parts, yeah.
Yeah.
I just had a thought. I lost it. I'm sorry.
Well, while you gather it, so this is kind of what I was saying in the beginning, right? Where I'm like, women having sex with who they want to have sex with. That's kind of what I meant when I said having the power or being able to take the power. I do feel like, especially right now, for whatever the fucking reason is, like men are having a lot of conversations about how they want to be dominating women and be the alpha. I'm like, and I just
First
immediately.
and first things first. Please do not show up trying to be some fucking machismo, fucking alpha, unless you are. Because
Unless
what I want is for these alpha women, these boss bitches that are out here running their lives, I want them to eat him the
Yes.
fuck up.
Right.
The problem is, I think, with that statement, there is that like we've had such low standards
Mm-hmm.
for so long. And now
Mm-hmm.
that, again, women are speaking up, people are speaking their minds, they're like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want this toxic shit anymore.
Yeah.
It's about me too. I want to get off. I'm in charge. I say when, I say where, I say why, with who.
Mm-hmm.
Little hustle and flow reference for you. um, yeah, I just stop having sex. That's the problem is you're going out here and you're sticking your dick in anybody that will say, okay. And it sounds like what you want is to more like meld your mind.
Mm-hmm.
melt your heart,
Mhm.
let down a guard. You can take off your clothes, but that doesn't necessarily make you vulnerable.
Yeah, and so for the alpha piece, I feel like that is something that it shouldn't need to be said. Like to me, you show that you have like those kind of leadership, because to me that just means you want somebody who can take ownership and take the lead on things. And
Mhm.
it doesn't you don't need to say you're an alpha in order to be one. You should be able to just do
You shouldn't
you
need to
shouldn't
say
need
you're
to
an
say
alpha.
that. Like I don't need to tell you I'm an adult. You can see that I'm grown.
Mhm, mhm.
And so I just feel like that shit is just like whack to me. And I agree, like eat them alive because that alpha bullshit be the first reason I call a man a bitch.
Yeah.
That'd be the
Be the
first. Be
first.
the first. I'd be like, oh, got you. You bitch made. Cool.
Yeah. For me, that sort of like the bully brutish,
Yeah.
I just don't respond well to that.
No.
And I think that the other thing about it is that if you come in and you're acting like that, there's this expectation.
Hmm.
And now you want to, if we don't know this man, but if
No.
you know, if that's how you're acting and that's your reputation and that's what you're putting out there, and you want to come, back to the apartment and you're like, oh, just hold me. I mean, yeah, she want to get fucked and you acting like a bitch.
That.
You confused. I'm
I'm
confused. Why are you confused?
Like, what are we doing?
I mean, especially if it's hookup culture. I mean, isn't that what we're there for, is to hook up?
Right.
I mean, it's like calling a prostitute over and then getting mad when she asks for the money.
Right. After you've sat there and cried on her titties.
This is what we came here to do.
That's right.
But I mean, maybe the other thing that we should delve into is that, and I'm going to use this loosely just because I feel like it pertains to the story in the sense of like you picking up a hoe and want her to act like your wife,
Right.
and you get mad,
Right.
because you picked her up as a hoe,
Right.
and she treating you like a hoe because you know her husband.
Now she flipped the script.
And now you're mad because we all playing the parts that we were hired to play for tonight. I'm not mad at her.
I mean,
Your dick and your tears, and call a therapist. Do not come to the bar and pick up on me.
yes.
There's a hotline somewhere. I'm sure Dana will find the number. He's gonna put it up at the bottom of the screen for you. 1-800, I don't know why I act like a bitch. I don't know. And also too, I don't want to, he's not a bitch. Like, because he wants a connection. I think that his behavior is
bitch made.
Yeah. Like, I don't feel like I should agree with that, but I feel like that is probably the closest that we're going to be able to get to that. You picking up a girl and wanting this intimate, soft, familiar behavior, and you mad because she like, I'm sorry, John, right? John?
Mm-hmm.
John, I just came over here to get dicked because you was with Sally last week, and she told me about the ropes and the handcuffs.
Right.
So I said, yes, let's get an Uber for that.
Right.
Not, can I lay my head on your titties and tell you about my problem?
Right.
No, we are not friends. I'm here for the fuck. Period?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Well, I think that deserves a quick little break. Let's take a quick break and then we'll be right back.
Is it the 15 you promised me?
No.
There's a 30-second break.
When I mean,
The
s-
talent gets
you
no
are killing me
leniency over
thinking you
here.
are the talent.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
gosh, you are hilarious. Are you the drama? Are you Cardi B?
I mean, we all love Cardi. I could never.
So I wanted to get into some facts. This show is all about the facts. So one that I want to share about is sexual compatibility. So sexual compatibility matters. Research shows that it's one of the strongest predictors of long-term satisfaction when people align in what they want. So whether you like it kinky, whether you like it vanilla, or somewhere in between, you have to talk about it,
Or
and
the
that's how.
myriad of what you want through it, right?
Yeah. And that's talking about it and making sure you know that about one another is important. And that's how your relationships and sex relationships thrive, right? Um, the next one is hookup culture often skips consent conversations, which is kind of what you brought up earlier, is that you're not having sex with the woman unless she says yes, which is important. Consent is very important, especially when we talk about BDSM. If you are really into that culture and really delve into the things, they talk about that too. It's all about consent, and your partner, whoever that is the one that is giving you consent to do what it is that you are going to do in that realm of things. The next one is porn influences. I mean, porn has a lot of influence on a lot of people's lives, and
Mhm.
especially when it comes to sex. Um, but you also have to realize a lot of those people are actors, right? And they are performing a duty and job.
Well, it's all curated.
It's all curated,
Mhm.
right? Whether it's on OnlyFans or not. Like they are curating and putting together a product for you as
To
the
consume.
people to consume.
Yeah.
So you have to know that if it's getting too rough, whether it's choking, pissing, whatever it is, when that camera is turned off or when it's paused and you see it skip to the next scene, it's probably because one of them was like, "You doing too much." Or they were like, "Let's reel that back in." Um, so, I think we even when we talk about when you're younger and you've somehow gotten a hold of porn and you're like, "Oh, this movie taught me how to have sex." No. That's not how that should be. So yes, just thinking about those things and talking about the facts of those few things. Do you have anything to add to that?
I mean, I think when you're talking about the consumption of porn or just porn in general,
Hmm.
porn is there and designed to get the consumer off.
Hmm.
Now, whether or not the talent
Hmm.
on screen
Hmm.
is into it or not, or is consensual or not, is a whole different thing. Now, I
Hmm.
think we if you want to fuck like a porn star, you should probably treat your sex life the same way like a business, in the sense that there is a form that we're filling out.
Hmm.
What are we into? What are we not into? What are the expectations of this
Hmm.
encounter?
Hmm.
What is a no-go? What is a safe word? What is the reaction inside of the safe word?
Right.
Like all of those things are part of it. I mean, also part of it is like, you know, are we talking about your sexual history and your sexual background? And when have you been tested? What have you been tested for? What have you tested positive for? Have you
Hmm.
taken care of that?
Hmm.
What concerns do I need to have? Again, on an emotional level, do you have trigger words? Are there things that will set you off or turn this off? Or that's it, this is over.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It's almost like contractual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Here is the survey. Please fill out the survey and then I'll figure out where we're going and what we're doing from
After.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's do you remember when we kind of like first started dating and we it got a little bit more serious and it was like, okay, hold on, we need to have the conversation about the business of being in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what you remember
Mm-hmm.
that?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to say to you is that are you having the conversation of the business of sexual interaction, of consent? Like, do you have a checklist or a conversation or questions that you're running through in order to go, yeah, I can totally bang this dude out.
Mm-hmm.
Or, mm, he don't sound in a great headspace this week. Maybe let's not choke me out, beat me down.
It's not dabble.
But I mean, I don't know. It's also being so far removed from hookup culture and dating and all of that. I mean, maybe I'm out of touch. Maybe my expectation of how to handle it and how to do it is different.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I also don't necessarily feel that I have the same sort of hangups about talking about sex and being forthcoming about what we can do or what we can do or what I'm into or what I'm not into. Like I'm not shy about it.
No, yeah.
So I also feel like not to put it on the woman because I feel like women get blamed for fucking just about
Everything.
everything.
Yep.
But for her to be more like, "Mm, is this what I want? Is this not what I want? You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Now that I'm saying that, maybe I felt like I said that wrong because it does sound like I'm blaming the woman when he's the one with the fucking problem. I
Well,
take
I
all of
mean,
that. He needs to be clearer about it because she just wants a good time and was willing to go. And he, no, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be talking about you, dear sir from Reddit, but no more sex for you, sir. You need to, little celibacy, that little checklist, the little survey. You should have one for yourself so that you can learn how to work that into a conversation. Because you're not getting what you want, because I don't think you're asking, doesn't sound like any questions,
any
but the
question
right question.
or doing
Research.
his research.
Yeah, where's your R&D? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, come on. And I mean, it's not just research, it's also development. Like, are we developing connection?
Yeah.
You know? And why are you giving away fucking porn star sex with somebody that you're like, I'm sorry, what was your name?
I mean, but we don't know that. We just know that he's saying, we know he said that, but we don't know that
Let's
that's the
take it at
fact.
face value.
Okay.
Do I believe it?
No,
I
I don't.
mean, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take him at face value. And if you're saying you're putting that out there and you're not getting what you want out of it,
Hmm.
maybe have a conversation first so that we can set expectation,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah, I
I
agree.
mean, I'm very clear when I tell you, like, babe, I want to be treated like a slut tonight versus come over here, let's cuddle and make love.
I
Are
get
those
that.
cues? Like, right?
Are
Those are
those?
those are cues like, oh, I'm not really in the mood for porn star, treat you like a slut tonight.
Mm,
And right?
yeah, I mean, I agree. I'm just like,
Yeah, poor thing.
yeah,
But I also feel like, going back to it, no sex is normal.
no sex is normal.
No, there's not a standard really. I mean, because if it were, it would be 1554 and we'd all still be in fucking missionary position. Well, I guess not even then because the Greeks and the Kama Sutra have some really wild shit.
I mean, because there's like paintings of weird
Well,
positions,
it's not weird,
uh,
different.
different
Mm,
positions.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. And that's just now. What else can we discover about sex and what in 100 years is going to be different?
Who knows?
I'm. you look at some of these futuristic movies where, where you see like, do you consent to intercourse? Do you consent to intercourse? Yes, I do. Now blood test. And I mean, and then there are other ones when you think about what was that movie? Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone and Sandra Bullock.
Mm.
And like all the sex took place on a VR headset.
I mean, well, they're already doing that.
Yeah, but that seems abnormal sex to me.
Like on a VR headset?
Well, I'm
Future
referring to,
sex.
no, no, no. I'm just talking about normal versus abnormal
Abnormal.
sex.
Got it.
And look at, we live in the same household.
Mm-hmm.
We have sex a lot. And we
Mm-hmm.
have two differing opinions on, I don't want to have VR sex. I'm good. It just seems weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
Your first thought was, I mean, that's okay. People are already doing it. It's
Yeah.
normalized. So that's my thought on that.
Got it.
Your PSA for the day.
Um, all right. Well, that wraps up this portion of the show. We will take our final break and then I'll be back to wrap up the rest of the show. Bye. Hey, y'all. If you like what you heard, make sure you join the conversation. We always say to make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we definitely want you to do that. But also, we would love if you would join in with us. There's a link in the description where you can actually send us messages. You can also make sure to tag us on social media, put up your favorite clips of the show, and then tag us, and we will repost them on our stories. That is the best way to get in communication or community with us, and we would love to see y'all interact with the content. Anyway, thank you for following us and thank you for listening, and we'll see you back for the remainder of the show. Bye. And we are back. So, I hope you enjoyed today's conversation. I surely did. I thought it was a great way to just kind of have that other side of that conversation when it comes to dating and talking a little bit about consent and talking about different experiences people have when it comes to dating and or having sexual encounters with others. Um, Husband always makes that fun because he's just a fun person to have some conversations with, have those type of conversations with. Um, but in wrapping it up, we've pulled our cards for today. So from the What's the Gossip card, we have the Deja Vu card. And from the Goddess Oracle deck, we have the Feeling and Heal card. So let's see what's going on. So the Feel and Heal says, allow tears as part of growth. Don't suppress emotions for strength. The Deja Vu card says, repeating patterns, familiar lessons, unresolved issues. We've been here before. So it sounds like the two of these we're talking about letting some shit go. Because if we're repeating some patterns and we are in a place to where we're super emotional about it, it's time to let some of that oh shit go and to grieve it. Grieving a grieving processing grief is important, and it just depends on how you do it. If you've been in the space that you're in, either whether it's with a relationship, maybe with work, or maybe in friendships or something, and maybe they're repeating the old patterns, or maybe and you're repeating the pattern by letting them do whatever is happening, do what they're doing. um, it's important to not suppress that, right? To make sure you tell them or you communicate what it is the issue is. And if it does end up in, breaking up or separating of some kind, it's important to feel that and heal from that. Um, I know for me, this makes me think of just some things that I've been going through with work and trying to let it all go and move the fuck on. That's been a very strong statement for me as of lately because I don't do well with dwelling on the past or dwelling on shit that continues to come up. People like to do that. They love to sit in misery. I'm not one of those people. And I think it's important to leave the shit where it is and move the fuck on. But never forget, but you can forgive, is how I always is what I like to say. Um, so with that, I hope that that gives you something to take with you through the rest of your weeks. And hopefully you will be able to um do some thinking on on those subjects. But overall, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. It's still weird saying this week's, even though we come out 2 times a month, but I probably won't stop saying that. But I hope you enjoy. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch you back on the next episode. Bye.